Howdy y'all, Cowboy Colin here, and today we're talking about the top 10 reasons that people leave their jobs. So number one was because they feel like they're not appreciated, right? People want to feel appreciated, they want to feel heard, okay? So that's number one. Y'all just heard that again. So number two is, of course, is the pay, right? You can't appreciate the heck out of people and pay them nothing, right? You gotta have that checks and balances there where you still pay them, right? One of my favorite things to do is just give somebody a bonus out of nowhere, right? Give them a car, something like that, because they're earning these things, all right? This creates a culture of everybody wanting to win bigly so that they can give bigly. So referencing back to number one of the appreciation, like at the end of the day, if you really appreciate them, you gotta pay them a little bit more, right? If they're actually doing a job better than what they should be doing and it's calling for praise, you gotta pay them for that, right? All this equals you not having to hear, I'm working my wage. Number three reason that people leave their workplace is there's no room to advance, all right? It's one of my favorite things about a rapidly growing small business is that there is constantly room for you to grow in the company. It makes it really easy to attract new employees because they don't want to be stuck at this level. They want to grow. They don't want to have to wait for Joe Blow to retire in 5 years so that this position opens up in this 100-year-old business. No. They want to be a part of something that's growing and constantly creating new positions. One of my favorite things to do in the interview process is saying, you know what? I don't have every position that I dream of, and you might not fit any position that is in my company right now. But if I hire you and see that you excel in this one area, I might just create a position that covers that area. Nothing will fire employees up more than you creating a position that is tailored to their skill set. Reason number four that people leave their employer is they felt disrespected. This can be because you called them out in front of other people. This could be because you went behind their back and fixed something without allowing them the opportunity to fix it themselves. Multitudes of other options that could result in feeling disrespected. Something that I practice every day in my business is not fixing other people's mistakes. I'll talk to them about their mistake and allow them to find the solution to it. But if I just show up and micromanage that degrades them. Another thing that I inherently don't love doing, but I've had to do it a few times because I'm not a perfect person, is when I do accidentally call somebody out in front of people, I also publicly apologize in front of everybody else. And usually I recognize that within like 1 to 2 minutes, like, oh crap, I'm doing this. And I will make a kind of a show of saying I'm sorry and letting everybody know that that was completely unacceptable for me to have this discussion in a public place like this. It really sets the precedence from leadership down that, hey, we don't do this. We're not gonna call people out in front of other people. Option number 5 is childcare issues. The best thing that y'all can offer is childcare for your employees. I don't do that, right? I'm not the best, right? But if you could, that'd be really, really cool. The other thing that we do is we give sick days, we give personal days, we give vacation days, all these things. And something really cool that we did that's really made a big difference is we allow people 1 day per month to go on field trips with their kids. So they get to be a part of their kids' lives. Another thing that's really important to us in my brick and mortar business is that our employees never miss a dance recital, a ball game, a parent-teacher conference, any of that stuff. They are always present. The only requirement is they've got to put it on the calendar so that we know they're going to be gone. And if they want to make those hours up in other times of the week, they absolutely have the opportunity to do that. Giving them the freedom to be there for their kid is pivotal. I've had people that want to work 4 days a week because they can only get a sitter for 4 days a week. Can you work from home on the 5th day? You want to work 4 10s? How do you want to do this? Right? Be flexible. Allow them that opportunity. Speaking of flexibility, that's number 6. Be flexible with the hours, all right? You can't expect people to work 8 till 5 Monday through Friday. When are they supposed to go to doctor's appointments? When are they supposed to go to the bank? When are they supposed to do normal things that we all have to do in life, right? Be flexible with the hours. Allow them an hour lunch break occasionally, right? We pay for our lunch break, so we give a half-hour paid lunch break. If they got to take an hour, hey, great, go for it. Now, if it was happening every single day, we'd have to have a conversation on that. But if it's once every couple weeks where, hey, I got to run, I got this appointment for my kid or whatever, super, super simple way to acknowledge them and make them feel appreciated. Elijah, my videographer, he takes on little side gigs every now and then. Hey, I got to beat feet early Friday morning. Cool. Get all your stuff done. If it's done, take off whenever you want, man. You got all the posts scheduled? You got everything ready to roll? Yep, I'm good. Cool. All right, have fun. Right? It can be that easy. Just allow that flexibility. A little more tricky when you have somebody whose job is to answer the phones or whatever, right? That's a little bit trickier because they've got to be in a position to answer those phones. But a lot of times you can work out some sort of remote thing like Dialpad, the phone system that we use. That allows you to have an app right on your phone and they can answer their phone while driving if they really wanted to. I don't recommend that, especially in certain states, but yeah, you can do that completely remotely from home if you got a sick kid, whatever. Allows for that freedom. Reason number 7 that people leave their employer is because the benefits were garbage. People don't want benefits that are pizza party on Fridays or casual Fridays. Those are not benefits, y'all. That is just decent human beingness. People want real benefits, a 401k match, health insurance, paid vacation days, paid holidays, all of these things, all right? Things that we do. We have 7 paid holidays a year. Our paid time off, right? It accelerates really, really fast, right? We have a lot of sick days that accumulate, right? We don't take them away from people. Those are real benefits. 401k, guys, this was one of the cheapest benefits that I could actually offer. It amazed me when I enrolled my employees in it, how little it actually cost me on the P&L. Something like less than 1% every single year. It goes towards a 401k match program. And we offer like one of the best matches out there. I think it's 1-to-1 up to 4% and 0.5% in the next 2. So we're giving 5% to their 6. That's huge for these people, right? That's free money for them. So little things like that. I'm not at a point where I'm offering health insurance yet, right? Because I believe if I'm going to offer you health insurance, I'm going to pay for it. Right? So I got to get a little bit bigger before we start doing that. But not offering health insurance, we have providers that we refer all of our employees to so that they can get the proper health insurance that they need and they're not married to the plan that we select. That way they don't need to stick with one of our plans that we pick. They get to pick a plan that fits their family. Reason number 8 that people leave their workplace is because they wanted to move to a different area. They wanted to relocate. This is one of my favorite reasons for people leaving because I believe in building everybody that comes through any of my workplaces into leaders because I want them to relocate. I want them to move to an area that we have no presence in and launch a location there for me, right? I want that. So I'm okay with people wanting to relocate to other areas because I know that our leadership development program is going to build them into the leader that they need to be to run a new location for us. What an opportunity that is for them. Again, goes back to, what was it, number 3 or 4, where there was no room for them to grow. Well, hey, you can run your own location. That's pretty unlimited growth, I'd say. Reason number 9 that people are leaving their workplace is because they're working too many hours, all right? Gone are the days of the boomers who are proud of working 60 to 80 hours a week, all right? We live in a different generation where people value their time more than they value their workplace and their dollars. We need to be respectful of that, all right? My target is that all my people never work more than 45 hours. The sweet spot is at 35 to 45 hours every single week. It gives them enough free time. I have employees that are so grateful that they only have to work 40 hours a week because it opened up their schedule and they're able to spend time with their families now. I'm like, you're still working full time, right? I love that. I love those people that have been there and worked and hustled and beat themselves up for a job and they get to come here and be like, this is the most amazing place in the world, right? That makes life really, really easy on me. I'm also a big fan of not paying overtime, right? I'm also a bigger fan of increasing production by hiring more people, right? The last thing I need is you dead working hours 45 to 60 for me. I'd much rather go and hire somebody else who's fresh and has the energy and can produce, twice as much as you in those 15 hours at half the rate because they're not getting paid time and a half or double time, right? So that makes a ton of business sense in my brain. So don't overwork your people because you're losing freaking money. Reason number 10 that people are leaving their workplace is working too few hours. I've been there. All right, when I first launched my business, it was really, really tough to keep guys working 30, 40 hours a week. It was really, really difficult because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Some of y'all might get yourselves in that position. You don't know what the heck you're doing. I've been there. I get it, right? What we need to do is find ways to be better ourselves so that we can provide for them and their families. If you're only giving your employees 20 to 30 hours a week, chances are they've got another part-time job. That might be waiting tables, working as a hotel clerk, or something like that. Do you have any idea how hard that has to be on not just them coordinating their schedules between you and the other employer, but their kids that they never get to see, their spouse that they never get to see, or significant other? Life gets really, really difficult when you're trying to juggle too many things at once. What if you could come in and just solve that problem for them? What if you could pay them more money? What if they could work more hours to get rid of that second job? That should be your target, is give enough craps about your employees that they don't need to work a second job. If this is gonna help you improve your business, please drop a comment below. Let me know something that you learned in this, or let me know something else that you are looking to learn so I can make more videos just like this and share my experiences so that you don't have to recreate the wheel, so that you don't have to trudge through all that hard mud that I've already done. All right, drop a comment below. Let me know what you'd like to know. That's all I got for y'all. Love y'all. God bless. Remember, win bigly so you can give bigly.